don't want to go about it too much because I know not everybody's seen it, and a lot of people don't want to see it apparently, but I did see it. I just want to discuss what people are talking about it. But can we talk about the Joker too? So $7 million opening night. Now look at what the original one made, $13.3 million. Whew, what a difference. And then, the first movie was like, isn't that crazy, Ron? It's like big difference. And the first movie was like $55 to $70 million budget. This was a $200 million budget. So you're looking at like how much more money they spent on this. That's my big question. Where'd the money go for this movie, everybody? Where'd the money go? Because I saw it last night, and that was not a $200 million movie, if you ask me. It was probably in people's pockets probably to make it happen.
Phoenix wanted a bigger fucking payday.
It could have been that, but look at Rotten Tomatoes, 36% audience and 36% critics. So like they're ripping on this, 100% ripping on this. And right now, I just don't imagine it's going to make its money back. Maybe they'll make 50 million this weekend. At the high, they're hoping 50 million. But beyond that, it's just every person online is ripping on this and just dissing on it. And I will tell you, because I did see it, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, but I will tell you, a lot of time the music doesn't need to be there. Just doesn't need to be there. Because a lot of times you watch a musical, it adds narrative to the story. It continues us forward. There's something they say that drives us next thing. Now, what Joker 1 was things were happening in his head, and it was cool because it was like things would happen, like he brutally beat somebody. Like, oh, that didn't happen. That's cool. But when it's a song and dance number for like 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes, then we go back, and then it happens 15 times in the movie, like you're going to be like, why are we doing this? And on top of that, as I talked to Jordan before the show, like I hate to rip on people, but the singing wasn't that great. And across the board. And I feel like there's something weird about this. And it's like Todd Phillips really told them not to sing well. He was telling them to sing less because you're in jail. You're not going to be that good of a polished singer. The music's a big orchestra when it pops in, which is great. But I just think like that right there when I was watching, I'm like, people are not going to watch this. People are going to be upset about this. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes. If you would have cut half the musical numbers and you would have actually given more time for the narrative to thrive, it might have been a better movie. I still think it's a great movie, but I think that it would have been a broader, great movie for more people. That's what it would have been. And Todd Phillips says he's done. He's not doing another one. There's a whole thing where Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn could become another movie afterwards. It's kind of open to a point where you think that maybe you do a Harley Quinn spinoff, and he shut that down right away. He's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. So this is it. And I will say one thing without any kind of spoiler. I'll tell you one thing that I think that can nail this in the coffin for what it is. He said in the first movie, Todd Phillips, I'm saying it now, Joaquin Phoenix is not the Joker. He said it from the beginning, and this movie cements it to the ground. He's Arthur Fleck. He's not the Joker. So the whole drive of this is he Joker or is he Harley Fleck? Harley Fleck. Flezzy Fleck, Arthur Fleck. That's what's on trial. And he's always Arthur Fleck. And that's the big thing in this movie that makes people go nuts, because I think people want to see Joker. And this is not Joker. It's about a man and his downfall and what leads to Joker coming forward. And it's a good character study, but it's not what you expect. And when the critics came forward and said that we need to know you're a Batman movie, and this movie know you're a Batman movie, it doesn't know it's a Batman movie. They don't know it's a Batman movie. It doesn't feel like a Batman movie. Never was intended to be a Batman movie. I think that's why people are hating on it. I think so. It's still got 11 and a half minutes standing ovation and a premiere, which I think is crazy.
Everything gets a fucking.
We were all drunk, Brian.
That's true.
They might have been.
They were there for free or whatever, and they got.
But the cinematography is lovely in this movie. The cinematography is great. It's really great. It looks fantastic. It's a love letter to the Joker, but it's just, it's not what I wanted more. I wanted more. Ron, do you think this is a problem with directors not understanding what the audience actually wants from a character? Like, because the first one made $1 billion, big box office. The studio wants more. Do you think he had no idea how to actually get the audience to come back for a sequel?
You know what I really think, and it just came to my mind tonight when you were just talking about it. It might be too dark and too depressing of a subject matter. It's not. The trailer doesn't seem to be uplifting at all. I don't mind the darkness, but a lot of people do, and I'm wondering if that kept a lot of people away, just thinking it would be a doom of gloom. And there's no way that's making 50 million this weekend. If it opened with 7, it's no.
I don't believe it either. I think that's like really like wishful thinking at this point.
Yes.
And the theater I went to go see it in, Ron, was empty. There was like 3 people in it. I did go at 10 o'clock at night, but still it was like 3 people in there. And it starts with like an 8-minute animated Looney Tunes version of the Joker too. It's like 5 to 8 minutes where the Joker's all Looney Tunes, like da 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 da. That's the whole intro and all that. And then all of a sudden it goes into, it's kind of like previously on the Joker, but then it shows us all in Looney Tunes fashion. It's really weird and interesting and stylistic, but I think some people might just walk out when that happens because that's not what they expect to see when they come see this movie. I was like, this might drive people away.
That's a weird thing for the director to go with something like that, to do something like that. Yeah.
It was very odd. 50 million, you think that's off the table though? I just don't see it happening either, Ron.
It made 7. What? It made 7. When did yesterday or last night?
Yeah, last night, 7 million.
It's not. I mean, word of mouth is the only way that a movie then goes up. And usually that's the second week. And if there's no, I think the word of mouth is right here, and I don't think it's good. So I think people are just going to pass.
Yeah, people are, and I think honestly, as I'm watching, as the musical numbers like came, I could hear people like groaning in the theater. There's only 3 people with me, and I'm like, I could hear them groaning, and I'm like, but me, I'm a musical guy. I grew up in musical theater. I love it. I was like cringing at sometimes that they could go bigger and better with it. I was like, why are we not going full steam here? Because I know he did Walk the Line, and he was great. He was great in Walk the Line, Walking Phoenix. Great voice. He worked amazing. He's a talented, right?
Movies.
But this just was like,
that's
he barely spoke.
Todd Phillips told him to sing off key, not just a low key. He said, you need to sing off key to both of them. You have Lady Gaga. You have Joaquin Phoenix.
Who you hire purposely for what we would think when we first heard this movie was coming out, purposely because she is Lady Gaga. She's a singer, right? You would think, okay, we got Gaga, so let's like make her the center stage, singing, dancing, all that stuff. That makes the most sense. But that wasn't what it was about at all. It really wasn't what it was about at all. It was really just like Lady Gaga manipulating him, his character manipulating him, which was kind of sad too in a lot of ways when you watch the movie without spoiling it too much. She was manipulating him, trying to get what she wanted of him, and she even lies. I want to give one light spoiler, which I think is very relevant to help people know what this is. People are like, she's not Harley Quinn. She's Harley Quinn in this movie. She lies to Joker. They put that in the trailer, and she says, I burnt my family's apartment complex down. My mom had me convicted. I wanted to kill all these people. I'm just like you. I would have shot that guy in the head. And then it comes forward like the next scene where his lawyer says, no, she's from a rich family. Her dad's a doctor. Mom and dad are happily married. They live in like one of the most highest esteemed neighborhoods. She just graduated. She's a psychiatrist or a psychologist, just graduated. She's got full ranks. She's playing you. And she was kind of playing him in this. I love that dynamic, but I think we didn't get enough Joker. And we got like, the music could have been better, could have been less. Jordan, I know you're not a big musical guy. We have done musicals together though. You and I have done a lot, right? Singing, dancing.
I like the comedies and the seriousness, yes.
I know you do, but you're rooted in that world though too. You've done a lot of the musicals.
I like musicals. I like watching a good musical. But I heard this was not a good musical.
Margot Robbie's. I would say though, I saw that comment. I think Margot Robbie isn't as good as Harley Quinn is. I loved what Lady Gaga did, and that's why I say the one thing that came out of this movie is like what she brings to this performance. It's very raw and real, and it does.
Like Harley Quinn though. Margot Robbie doesn't sound like Harley Quinn.
No. I know, but that was made up for the show though. Batman the Animated Series, so she grounded her a little bit.
Followed its sense.
Yeah, really true. But Jordan, you see these reviews because the YouTube-isms are blowing up and people are like, this sucks. I see posts on people's videos say, do not watch this Joker review. Does that stop you from wanting to see this?
You know what? It stops me from going to the theater. I was excited to actually go to the theater to see it. I think I'm going to wait for like... Nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change. While you got me on the screen, there is only a few good Jokers in my timeline. Mark Hamill, right there.
Oh, so good.
Mark Hamill's animated Joker is the quintessential Joker, voice-wise, and if he was a little younger, he could do a live version. But I actually loved the first Joker.
And you were excited about this.
I loved the first Joker. I loved the ending when he finally became the Joker. I was looking forward to this. And now, everybody, there is not one YouTube critic I subscribe to that has liked this movie. There's even ones that said, I love the first Joker, and they're like, this is garbage.
Yeah. It's happening over and over and over and over again. Does that deter you from going to see it then? Or you see it as a wait for the digital release, which will probably come in 30 days?
Digital release, maybe. I don't even know if I'll buy it. I think I'll wait till it's on like HBO Max.
Now you watched you read the spoilers for the ending, but without giving that away, do you think for the people out there that know the spoilers, know the ending, will they use that ending to facilitate ending moving forward, do you think?
I don't know. I just think it's a definitive ending for Todd Phillips' Joker. I think it was like a thing for the fan. I mean, it's a lot of people I also heard hated that ending.
Oh yeah, a lot of people freaking hated it, man. They hated on it.
And
All three of you?
Can we say it? Can we say the ending? I want to ask. Can we say the ending? Do you think we should say the ending? Anybody? Ron?
I don't know the ending.
Do you want to know the ending?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna go see it.
I told GR. Jordan knows it. Cover your ears for a second. If you don't want the ending, I'm going to tell everybody for a second. So 3, 2, 1. So Arthur goes to get a phone call, and there's a guy that's been watching him throughout the whole movie. And this is the whole tale of like, he's not Joker. And that's what I say. So this guy he tells him a joke, murders the hell out of him, and then carves a smile into his face. Hence, he becomes the real Joker. And so this whole time he gives up in trial. He says, I'm not Joker. I'm Arthur Fleck, and I'm a messed up person. That's what he says. I'm not Joker. I can't be your martyr. I can't be this person. I'm not Joker. But because he did that, Harley Quinn leaves him. Everybody leaves him. All the people that were his big fanboys. And the new Joker rises at the end. So I think it's fitting. Oh, you guys can talk now. I'll wave. You can talk now. I think it's fitting for the ending, but I think that people were mad about it because they wanted this big, bombastic Joker causing chaos and anarchy ending, and they didn't get it.
I will say they've already played this out, though. Like, if anybody's watched the series Gotham, we've had multiple Jokers. Joker is an idea.
Yeah.
That's already been established.
And Todd Phillips said that going into this too. He's an idea. This isn't Joker. This is Arthur Fleck. This is Thomas Wayne era.
Even the comic books has played off this because recently, a few years ago, it's a good comic book. I read it. We had the 3 Joker series so they went into the fact that if you look at the history of Joker, he's had a different personality depending on the age he was in, 80s, 90s. So they brought up the fact that what if it wasn't one Joker, but there was 3? And there was a mastermind behind that whole thing.
That'd be cool. I thought Joaquin Phoenix did such a good job, like, because he's a great actor, and going into it, I just wanted him to be the Joker, you know? I just wanted to see him do it. And he does it in the trial scenes, he does get into it a little bit, and it's really fucking cool. It's really cool. And then he just drops it, and it's like, GR, I know you're not a big anti-hero fan. You know how this ends. You know this story. You know people are ripping on this at all. Are you laughing right now, being like, I told you so?
I don't know if I'm laughing.
I gotta stop the music. Sorry. It's automatic. Sorry, GR.
It's all right. I really don't give a shit. It sucked, the even premise of it. And Joaquin is a great actor, but in this thing,
GR's giving it multiple thumbs down. I won't give it thumbs down, but I will say it's not the Joker you expected. It's not the sequel you expected. I still say watch it. I'll still say watch it. I think it's interesting. It's a good character study. I just don't think at the end of the day that if you expect, after you watch the first one, The big Joker movie you wanted, you're not getting it.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Cause the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Cause I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.